picked this girl, Defu, because total tomboy, skinny girl, awkward, you know, didn't really fit in anywhere, and you know, was nervous about buying our clothes because she wasn't curvy, and then made her first purchase and hasn't gone back, and she's embraced the fact that she is thin, but she can still, you know, pull off this clothing. So I liked her story.
And I just thought like her story was one of resilience, and I really admired that. And I love, I feel like you can, it's one of the photos where I feel like you can really see where she was prior to and after. It's not just about,
I picked her.
Yeah, it's not just about like I bought this dress. Like she has changed inside. Like there's like a fire alive inside of her now, and it really radiates.
Right.
She
So
just,
8. So you got 8, right?
8.
Am I counting good? All right.
she really resonated with me. Had to choose saffron.
Yeah.
Had to go with saffron.
And so we already counted those on there, correct?
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
We already
So that was a doubler for me.
So, all right, so let's do saffron first. How many people have their hands up?
So 1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
But I
6.
didn't.
Justine, are you?
Does it count? Or
7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, everyone's picks count.
Yeah, and I do like that a lot of people have said seeing someone that was either my ethnicity, my size, my age, anything, you know, made me realize that I could do this too. And I think that this speaks to how most people feel that they're excluded from fashion, which is really kind of sad.
So, Miss Anne May got 3.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6.
Okay. The Miss May tattoo. Still really cute before. Was more like kind of boyish, didn't have any style.
I've actually seen her transformation too.
It doesn't, we didn't start this contest saying, tell us your sob story.
No, I know, but it just is kind of, and I think that
that is the majority, but I think that's actually what's happening is we're resonating with jeans and t-shirt girls who don't feel that they can, you know, look glamorous or cleaned up or you know, whatever, or that maybe didn't, they all say I wanted to fade into the background. So I do feel that's like a big chunk of them, but that's not everyone.
It takes guts and gumption to like stand out, regardless if you're saying I used to wear jeans and a t-shirt and now I wear a dress, or if you're like, you know what, I had a miscarriage, I had brain cancer, I had, like, either one is equally, like, it takes something to raise your hand and say, you know what, I'm gonna participate in this. Being a voice takes guts, and so that's what I think makes it hard.
We should give them all like a gift card.
We have to give them something, and I feel like we're gonna have to have some honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Girl on the left before was me 2 years ago, pushing 300 pounds. I was unhappy, depressed, low self-esteem, no confidence, losing my grip on life, and battle with my weight my whole life. I dreamt of a pinup girl, but she told herself she was too fat and she couldn't fit in. Her first purchase was the Cherry Heidi, and she didn't think she could fit into it. She worked her tush into the dress, and she cried her eyes out like a little baby. So she feels very confident and sexy in our clothes, and I just think she's so sweet looking. And
Let's see the picture.
I really like her.
Yeah.
She's cute.
Oh,
She wins in my book, okay?
Laura DeJour. I first thought
I
hers
chose
was
her.
bogus until I read her story where she used to just dress to be funny and get attention because she wasn't comfortable with her weight or her size, so she felt like she had to be like a walking joke for anyone to take her serious, not take her serious, but to give her any type of attention.
This one,
I only have 2 and another 2, and then there's 2 more.
Yeah. Okay, Bean Cups. She was diagnosed with breast cancer. Like the whole process of her getting diagnosed with cancer, she's been really positive about it, and then like done pinup photo shoots, and she says how like dressing like this is really infectious and smiling and happy, and I really liked, you know, it wasn't a sad story necessarily. Like,
I love her after though.
I love her after. Her after is just like a completely different person.
She's in that dress I wish we still made.
Yes.
So there's 2 so far.
I vote 2.
3.
And I'm going to stop there because I feel like my other picks are just everyone else's picks.
All right.
Most of my top picks were already chosen
provoked her.
by like most of us.
Okay.
I liked XOXO Ally. She was a cancer patient. She said she felt like a monster. She said she felt like a monster, felt that cancer made her lose her femininity. And she said that she found a pinup girl and that really changed her life.
A-L-L-I-E?
A-L-L-I-E, yes. And I just thought her story was really touching and beautiful, and I really liked her. So,
You haven't met them?
XO Ally, vote.
1, 2, 3, 4. I must have missed her. She gets my vote. We'll just throw Doris's vote in for everybody. thank you.
She ended up
That's my
doing a
number
pinup
one.
shoot. She's 30. She was pregnant, and then she loses the baby at 30 weeks. And you know, it's not like, oh, sympathy vote. She lost her baby. In her caption, like she's talking about, it, she's like, oh, you know, I lost my baby, but it's cool and blah blah. Like she was able, like I don't know, her ability to kind of, you know, yeah. Well, obviously this sucks. It's always gonna suck, but that she's really not letting it kill her. I really love that.
She was my number one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
how
She's like, she
fantastic.
said she'll look back at that time as something like she'll like cherish instead of it being like a sad. Like that was the first one I cried at.
Yeah, that one gets me. I just thinking about get the clip.
Does anyone like her story? Because she's actually from China. She grew. She talks a lot about kind of growing up in that culture where you know, obviously being very thin and also being pale, like that's very much what the beauty standard is there. So when she grew up and started developing curves, she felt like she had to hide them away because it wasn't what her culture considered to be acceptable. And then, you know, she just felt extremely insecure. Eventually moved to Canada and kind of started to discover other ways of dressing and realizing that curves were not a bad thing and it was something to embrace. And then eventually found us. And I love her before and after though, because I just think she looks, she's got kind of like that little pose to it. Like she's just so cute. But yeah. What was her name again?
Easy. Lyvin.
Yeah, no, I love her. She's fantastic.
You sound lazy.
So at this point, what do we have it narrowed to like 200?
These are Frances Follies. I know for a fact.
Yes.
Changed her life.
Yeah.
She does makeup now because of us.
We met her in Belgium, and she was just like,
She's one of my top.
she was like, hi everyone, and we were like, hi, and then she was like, Michelin. Yeah, no, she started doing makeup, all this stuff.
She's
Yeah.
been in the
Like her
show.
whole
In
life
fact,
is now. I've been
well,
inspired by pinup
yeah,
girls.
no, she does
Pretty awesome.
pinup photo shoots. She teaches women how to love themselves. She's like this Belgian powerhouse. Is she Belgian?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's Belgium.
So
If there's an underscore anywhere,
I didn't get involved.
we need to know. If it's spelled weird, we need to know. If there's more than one T or
We're on
R or
a
S,
need to know
we
basis.
need to know.
I'll give her my vote.
Do it for the overlords.
I liked this girl. She kind of had a similar story.
What's her name?
Her name is Fluffy Buns. Kind of similar story. She started out in an abusive relationship, unhealthy eating habits, kind of starving herself to be thin. But realized that, you know, being healthy and at a larger size can be beautiful, and obviously pinup girl helped in that. I really liked her.
I like her too. I picked her. All right, so votes.
Fluffy bunnies. Fluffy buns.
Fluffy buns.
3, 4, 5.
Who doesn't like fluffy buns?
Exactly. No one can say.
Oh wait, I voted
And Holly.
Okay.
And Holly.
Karina PHTX suffered from anorexia,
Yes.
bulimia, still struggles with it. She feels confident in her clothes and comfortable because she's just so used to seeing nothing but skinny women in fashion and everything. And then she saw the curvy girls on our site, and she's like, "Wow,
Yeah, love that.
they look amazing. I need to stop hating
And you know,
myself so
like,
much."
and that's the thing. Like, I already knew and kind of suspected because I had seen so many, just over the years, girls who would join the Facebook fan page and then, you know, start posting photos of themselves, and then a year later be selling their clothes because the clothes were too big. So I knew that there were girls who were actually kind of getting either, you know, like doing weight loss or they're changing their bodies by eating healthy or working out. But it didn't actually occur to me that it was happening the other way too, that there were girls, because, you know, it's like whenever people try to say that the media and all these size 0 women are causing eating disorders, there's always someone who pushes back. And I even used to be like, you know, how can that cause eating disorders? It's like, that's, you know, it's just the magazines. And then I realized I was looking at magazines differently. I was looking at magazines like a photographer. Like, oh, that's a great shot. I wasn't, you know, but other women look at magazines and they go, oh, that's the way I'm supposed to look. And so a lot of these girls that did have the eating disorders, they outright said that they only saw size 0 models, and so they felt that that's what they had to be. And then they're saying that they went on Pinup Girl and realized that you could look great at any size. So I mean, that was like shocking and fucking amazing. Excuse me, fucking amazing.
She's one of my top favorites.
Yeah. Why is it Senorita Sandita 122? Was there like 121 other?
She works with young children, teenagers, and she loves her pinup girl couture, very exclusive for my small country, Belgium. She hopes
I was
to
gonna say I
have,
love the Belgians.
she hopes to have the chance to visit Pinup Boutique one day and meet Doris Mayday. That's her favorite pinup.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh
1,
yeah,
2,
I do
3,
remember
4.
her.
But this is my favorite part. of her comment. I'm going to wrap this up about now, but I wanted to say from the very bottom of my heart, thank you so much to everyone who works at Pinup Girl Clothing. It isn't just your clothes that I love, it's all of you. You've helped to create a community for girls like me. You have all, at one time or another, called out someone online for bullying or sexual harassment. Doris Mayday just posted something today. Good on you for punching him. I hope his thick head didn't do any damage to your hand. Yes. You are all artists and visionaries, and it is the art that you have created that changed not only my life, but the lives of so many other people. Mother Teresa once said, you can do no great things, only small things with great love. And I believe that quote can easily be applied to the Pinup Girl Clothing team. Thank you so much, all of you. Here's to many more years of beautiful clothing. So I really liked her because, you know, there was a great transformation, but she is someone who gets it.
All right, hands up.
Sure.
Hands up. 1, 2,
exquisitely ordinary.
4, 5, 6.